What is up, FPG fam? Further here, and for today's video I wanted to give my initial first impressions on a brand new third-person anime RPG shooter called Snowbreak Containment Zone. This is a game that it should be releasing sometime in July 20th if I'm not mistaken, and I luckily got into the closed beta. Honored for that, so I do appreciate it. And so I just wanted to go over the things that I really enjoy about this game, as well as give some feedback and critiques, and just my overall first impressions. So I do hope you enjoyed today's video. If you do, drop a like, sub if you're new, join the FPG fam. I would love to have you stick around, and let me know in the comments down below if you're excited for this game, and let me know in the comments down below what future content you would like to see for this game, and I'll be more than happy to do that for you. So let's go ahead and jump into what I believe most people are probably interested in the most, and that is the characters that you can obtain in this game. And I will say each character feels unique, each character feels good, and they do have their own weapons as well. For example, we have a pistol user, we have submachine guns, assault rifles, snipers, shotguns, you name it. It has it all, and I really do enjoy that each character is different in that aspect, and they all have different elements and unique abilities that go along with them. So that's really cool and something that I enjoy out of this game, and we'll talk about the gameplay here in just a second. But if I was to give just one feedback or critique, is that the character designs just moving forward, a lot of them are really good and I do enjoy them, but there are some that just feel a little bland, right? Just a little common, I guess, if that's even an expression to explain what I mean. But there are some really good ones here. For example, like Wild Hunt. Nita is one of my most favorite character designs here. We have another character down here that looks great. So there are some very unique, detailed characters, but once again, there's just some that feel just a little plain, right? A little plain, a little bland. So hopefully in the future, especially for like the higher rarity characters, they just make sure that their designs look really good and that they're different and unique from the others, right? But nonetheless, characters look great. I do enjoy them, and once again, they come with their own unique abilities, weapons, and things of that nature, and you can always upgrade them per the usual with most gacha games. You can go over to the weapons as well. Now, one thing that I did want to go ahead and state is the weapon detail. This is something that I thoroughly enjoy. The details on the weapons in terms of their design and how they look is impeccable. I really do enjoy that. So each weapon just looks very highly detailed, unique, specified, and that's something that I do enjoy, and I hope they move forward doing that as well. So those are some of the characters that you can collect in the game. And then of course they do have the gacha system, so I know this is going to be something that other people are interested in as well. We'll probably do a tentpole here also, but we do have the gacha system. Now keep in mind, this is the closed beta, so things are subject to change, so I'm not sure if this is how the first banner is going to be on official release, but we do have a beginner banner that's discounted, and it is a guaranteed after 50 pulls, so it's a 50 pity. And then we do have the other standard banner that's not discounted by any means. It's 80 pity here. And then we have the weapon banner, where this is really cool. This is, I feel they took a page out of PGR, where you can actually select the up drop rate weapon. So if you have a character you're working on specifically, like a sniper, for example, you can choose the sniper weapon as the up drop rate. So I really do like that. Now, going back to the gacha, so they have the discounted, they have the standard, and I'm sure they're going to have up drop rate banners. But one thing that I did want to, another just feedback or critique here, is the drop rate. So 80 pity, there's nothing wrong with that, but if we go over to the details for it, had the hardest time trying to find the details for it. You can see if we go over to the details, you can see the characters that you can collect here, and then you can see the drop rate. So as you can see, for the orange tier, which is the highest tier, the drop rate is 0.7%. In my opinion, that's a bit low. I would like that to be higher. 1% is always something that I look for in gacha games. So just feedback and critique moving forward. Maybe up drop rate characters, limited characters will have a 1%. Maybe this is just for standard. We'll just have to wait and see. But that's about the only critique that I have here. Let's go ahead and show you the summon animation while we're here, right? Let's go ahead and do a tentpole. Can show you that. See if we get lucky. Hey, let's go for the video. I haven't gotten an orange tier character yet, so this will be my first one. Super excited about this. I don't know who I would want, to be honest with you. I'll take anybody. I will take anybody. So here's the summon animation. Nothing out of, nothing crazy here. Maybe they can work on the summon animation as well, make it a little more flashy. To me, that's not a big of a deal. I know a lot of people really like their summon animations to be flashy and over the top and, wow factor, so you feel good when you pull something. But for me, it's not that great. As long as I see the orange, that's all I really care about. I'm gonna be honest. That's all I really care about. And you can see the weapons. Look at the detail on the weapons. They look so good. I'm really happy they did that. It looks really good. Who is this? Okay, let's go. So one thing I failed to mention with the characters as well is that there's appears to be like different variants of the same character. So for example, we have a Fenny that's the purple rarity, or the 4-star I would like to call it, and then we have a different variant, Fenny Coronet. Hopefully I didn't mispronounce that. And this is the 5-star variant. So really cool. I'll go ahead and take that, level her up, try her out. Super excited about that. All right, so that is the gacha and the animation there. So really good stuff. Now let's go ahead and move over to the different game modes. And one thing that I really do like about this game is that there appears to be a lot of different game modes. Now I haven't unlocked them all because it does take getting to a certain part in the story to unlock the game modes, but I think the only one that I haven't unlocked is Giga Link right here, which I have to get to chapter 4, stage 9. Right now I'm on chapter 3, so we're very close to that. But if we go over to the dispatch, you have the dispatch mode, which has these underground purge, which this is really cool. You basically go through the floors, you get rewards, and then they have a different part of it. And once again, you have to complete that part. And then they have neural simulation, clash of honor, tactic evaluation. Once again, I have to get through the chapters to unlock these. But we have that. You have Giga Link, you have your operations, which is your daily resource grind, where you're going to get leveling up materials and things of that nature. Pretty part of the course. And then you have your main story. And once again, Giga Link, I'm not too sure. I think this might be co-op, which this game does have co-op. So I think this might be co-op. I'm not entirely too sure. But then we have the main story here. And right now in the closed beta, there's 8 chapters. Now, one thing I will say is that the story is pretty interesting so far. It's a little slow. Not the, most hype things in the beginning, but it is starting to pick up. They have some really good cutscenes as well. And what I really like about the story is that they have the animated features for the characters when they are speaking. So it's not just looking at PNGs kind of moving up and down, or not moving at all but speaking. No, they actually are interacting, they move, they're doing things, so it can have you a little more immersed. Now you have normal and then you have hard, and you can see hard, I believe, do I have hard unlocked here? I do not. So I have to complete chapter 3 progress 1 to unlock hard mode, and that's pretty standard as well. Now the gameplay, I do want to go ahead and touch on that. The uniqueness of the gameplay, it being a shooter, third-person shooter in the gacha genre, first and foremost is unique in of itself, but then you tack on top of that your abilities that you can use with the character, the ultimates. Once you start to pair everything together, and then the environment, the different enemies that you're running into, the gameplay is a lot of fun, and it sets it apart from different gacha games, and it gives you a reason to play this game in particular because it is different and it's tons of fun. So I really do enjoy the gameplay. You have your zoom in feature. Everything feels very smooth as well. You have your zoom in feature, you have your shooting, you have your dodge, which is really nice. You have your abilities that you can cast. You have your allies' abilities that they can cast as well as you can cast their ultimates in a sense. So that's really cool. And there's just a lot. You can run, sprint while you're in combat. So it's just tons and tons of fun, and where you really get to see the shine, I believe, is in boss fights. Boss fights so far, I haven't fought a whole lot, but what I fought so far have been fun. One thing that I hope they continue to do and improve upon are the boss fights, and keep them extremely epic, unique, and different. I would love for them to do that just as a feedback if that's not something they're doing already. So gameplay, immaculate. It's really fun, and you can feel the differences between when you're doing a submachine gun and when you're doing a shotgun, and the sound effects are fantastic. That's one thing that I want to make sure to mention. You can hear the sound effects, you can hear the ricochet of bullets as well that go by. Shotguns feel strong and powerful, pistols feel good to use and fast. You have assault rifles that feel very bursty, and then you have sniper rifles that feel very satisfying to hit headshots with. So all in all, this game has everything going for it in terms of gameplay. And then the VA for the EN side, I did want to mention the voice acting for the English is fantastic. They have a lot of accents in this game. Like Nita, for example, has a really nice British accent, and some other characters do as well. I really like that.
I'll keep on it. Same terms as before, okay?
At the British accents, the accents in general, I think the ENVAs are doing a great job. So anyways, guys, that's basically everything that I wanted to tackle here in today's video. I don't think there's anything else to really go over. They have an event going on, they have a check-in, they have a login. Yeah, so far so good. This is my first impressions, my initial thoughts on the game. I'll keep you guys up to date as I continue, and once again, let me know in the comments down below what you think. But this game has tons of potential, one that I'll be covering. It is a gem, and I think you guys should be excited for it. Pre-register. You can pre-register now. Get excited and get ready for the release, because this game's going to be a good time. I'm going to be dumping a lot of hours into the closed beta, so that way I can be as knowledgeable for you as possible, so that way I can help you guys out with guides and things of that nature. But anyways, I'm going to get on out of here. Remember to stand out, be different, have fun, go further beyond in everything that you do. My name is Cody. You call me further. I'll see you all next one. Bye, guys.